Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Legal Scrutiny. Yesterday I saw this video on internet where this lady was seen threatening bank employees with false rape accusation. So these incidents are very common these days. So that's why I thought we should take up this particular area, gender specific laws and their misuse, for discussion in our platform. So today we're going to go about this discussion in a threefold manner. We'll discuss the gender specific protection that has been conferred upon women through constitution and through other various laws in India. We'll discuss whether these protections are being misused by women or not, and then we'll discuss if at all it is being misused, then what is the legal recourse that we have against such misuse. The patriarchal notion of Indian society and the male domination has resulted in systematic oppression and systematic discrimination against women in our country, and therefore the Constituent Assembly and the legislature has chosen to provide certain constitutional and legislative safeguards to these women for their protection and for their upliftment. So these safeguards includes law against dowry, law against sati, law against immoral trafficking, law against sexual harassment at workplace, law against indecent representation of women, and then we have general law like Indian Penal Code, where you have law against rape 376 IPC, law against outraging modesty of a woman 354, law against domestic violence 498A, law against dowry rate 304B, and then you have Indian Evidence Act 113B, 114A. So these are instances where it's an exception to a general rule of burden of proof. So under Indian criminal justice system, the burden of proof always lies with the prosecution. So it's the prosecution which will have to establish the guilt of the accused. But in these cases, these are certain gender specific crime like dowry, death and rape. So in these cases, it's the onus of proof shifts on the accused, and the accused will have to prove its innocence. So it's only to strengthen the procedural safeguards which are provided under the procedural law for women. So now we have seen that there is a great legal protection that has been conferred upon women for their protection. Now what we have to analyze is that whether these protections are being misused by women. National Crime Record Bureau data for 2018 suggests that the conviction rate for 498A, that's domestic violence cases, is only 13%, and for rape cases only 27%. So the gap in number of cases that are being registered and number of cases that is getting translated into a successful conviction is huge, and this huge gap indicates the way these provisions are being misused. In Sushil Kumar versus Union of India, the Supreme Court went on to observe that the way these provisions are being misused, it can unleash legal terrorism. And when these provisions are misused, it makes an innocent person undergo a trial, judicial custody, police custody, and most importantly, it causes an irreparable damage to the reputation of the person. And reputation is something that's duly protected within life under Article 21 of Indian Constitution. So now what we have to see is what is the remedy or legal recourse that we have if in case these provisions are misused against me. So in this case we have public law remedy, we have civil law remedy, we have criminal law remedy. So public law remedy is writ for compensation. So we can invoke writ jurisdiction of constitutional courts, that's High Court and Supreme Court, under 226 in High Court and 32 of in Constitution before Supreme Court. We can file writ for compensation. And then we also have option of civil law remedy. So civil law remedy can be invoked through civil suits by filing a civil suit for damages in our territorial jurisdiction. And then we can also invoke criminal law remedy. So we can file a criminal complaint against that particular person who has falsely implicated me for that particular offense. Section 211 Indian Penal Code makes it a penal offense. So these protections are very essential. They're necessary because women are vulnerable class of our society. They deserve protection. But there's a dialogue in Spider-Man: with great powers comes great responsibility. So women are required to use this protection very responsibly.